Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We are doing a duo review of Peroni Nastro Azzuro Italiana. Okay, Birra Peroni in Rome, established in 1846. That's before Italy was established as a country. Okay, Nastro Azzuro means blue ribbon. So it's Peroni blue ribbon. And I think this one came out in 1960. There's a lot of Peroni beers. If you look on their website, we get one. I'd like to try all the others, but we can't
And
get
probably the reason why we only get one is because they're looking at the styles of American beers, and this looks very much like one. It comes in the green bottle like a Heineken would.
Yeah.
So I have not tasted this one, but just looking at it and hearing what you said the Peroni name meant, I would assume this is going to be close along the lines of American Adjunct.
Well,
with a Holland or that Belgian kind of background of taste,
Okay.
like a light, what they would consider a light beer.
I think you're making a good guess. It's 5.1% alcohol. The ingredients are water, barley malt, Italian maize, and hops. And it says il gusto unico, seco e rinfrescante della birra premium italiana poi bevuta al mondo.
Now, did you use dictionary.com to do the pronunciation
No.
of one of those words and translations?
No, I think it just means like a unique experience, something refreshing. The beer, premium beer, Italian, loved all over the world. Okay.
I think you're right. Okay, so this looks like it's coming in at the old classic 11.2% European measurements. We always seem to get jacked around them. Instead of going slightly over, they always seem to go slightly under. So,
Yeah, and that's
hello, European bottling companies that keep some of us from buying it because we feel like we're getting, jaded just a little bit, and wind up having to pay, in some cases, more than American beers.
yeah.
And if it's going to taste the same, and if that's what you're sending us, probably won't get drunk that much. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and pop this open. Made that fizzy sound?
330 milliliters is what you're dealing with.
Which is the
So
11.2.
we rather 355.
Yeah.
And I noticed the Smirnoff beers. Smirnoff makes a line of flavor beers. All their bottles are 11.2 ounce. Smirnoff was a European company.
Okay, so it's looking like an American beer, and it's smelling like almost Heineken, but then it's got that preservative smell to it that comes with the European beers, those European street beers, which I spoke of in previous videos that I remember when I was in the Navy in the 80s when we pulled into ports, and one of the countries that I was able to go to was Italy. And so once you get this whiff, and of course being a young drinker back then, not exposed to anything other than American beers, you remember it. So this does...
Smells like it has a grassy hop aroma, like those grassy hops, like those noble hops, like the ones you get from the Czechia in Bavaria. Like Hallertau, stuff like that.
I would say more along the lines of weeds, not grass.
Okay, weeds.
Yeah, it's got that tinge to it.
It's got like a little a tweak to it that you don't get in American beers. It's a strong hoppy aroma. It's a Pilsner type beer. They don't claim it's a Pilsner.
I don't like it.
Medium bodied, crisp finish, very grassy hop, biscuit. A lot of biscuit here, malt.
Weed.
From that light malt.
Not to be confused with marijuana. Just weed, like weeds after you cut.
The grass, weeds.
Yeah. So if you're not like a fan of this weed, what's going on, I don't think you're gonna like it.
The next Italian beer I'd like to do is the Birra Moretti La Rossa. Well, I can't get the La Rossa anymore. The Doppelbock. The
It's
Birra
leaving
Moretti.
that weird kind of bitterness in my mouth.
It's pretty bitter compared to what we're, like a Pabst Blue Ribbon or something.
Yeah, it's not sweet at all.
It's a little malt sweetness. But it goes into bitter and then it finishes real bitter.
I'm glad I tried it. I just don't know if I'd want to try this again.
I would love drinking this with like raw oysters or some grilled shrimp and some kind of pilaf like that, or like the Korean food I had today, the really super spicy soup over the rice with the cabbage in it. I would like it with something like that. I think it's a really good pairable beer. Or not to mention with some pizza.
I think if you drink enough of these, you're going to lose this nasty flavor in your mouth. This has got a nasty aftertaste to me. It's very unfamiliar, yet also familiar. It's not like that. It's not like that grassy hop you get with Heineken. It's totally different. The bitter is so strong. It's just weird. Now, I know you're giving me some weird looks right now because I can see out the corner of my eye. However, you do know as a beer drinker,
you can say whatever you want.
As a beer drinker, I do like bitterness in beers.
You just say
This
it's a strange
bitterness is just not coming across as being something that's pleasant.
Actually, the expression I was making was I was thinking how this would go well with like sardines on some soda crackers. That's what I was thinking. Well,
It's got to
I
go
love
with
it.
something regional that you would get in an area where this is made at.
Yeah, I love this stuff, but that's me. I'm saying it's like a 93, like an A. You're saying it's
I'm not saying anything about the beer. I think the beer is made well. It's just that the bitterness is overpowering to me, and I would not buy it again.
okay. So I mean, do you have a
I would not
score?
try it again. No, I'd give it a B.
A B. So good, but not for you.
Right.
So I'm saying 93. I just love these kind of things, but
It's still.
you're saying
my
like
mouth.
you're saying like an 85B.
No, just a plain 80.
Oh, it'd be minus.
Yeah.
Wow, folks, we have a big divergence here. I'm not coming over here anymore.
Is your expression always call it like you see it?
You're
Call it
supposed
like
to.
you
You're
drink
supposed
it.
to always
You're-
agree with me. This is wrong, man. Anyway, so that's the risk you take when you try something.
Put your purple cap back on.
When you try something, like sometimes you might try to get the Heisman Trophy, and you might get it.
Oh, Lord, I cannot believe you got to plug that in.
Other times, you might and you won't. But anyway, so Les Le Bon Temps Roulé, in my opinion, a most excellent beer. In your opinion, marginally good. And we're going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Jefferson Parish, Louisiana.
Don't drink this.
Unless you like good beer.